Okay, today I want to explain you how to install the GPU NVIDIA Operator on Kubernetes. And mainly, I will use a Kubernetes cluster managed on Oracle Cloud. Okay, you will see it's very, very simple. And so this video will not be very long. Now I have a Kubernetes cluster with a node pool, and you can see a node pool here with a VM that has a GPU. This VM is a VM GPU A10. Okay, so one NVIDIA A10 GPU here. Now I can use kubectl, okay, to check that. Okay, I can see the node, I can see the worker node running with the GPU. And now I want to install the NVIDIA GPU Operator. So you can go to the URL getting started on the NVIDIA GPU Operator, and you follow the documentation. It's very simple, and you install that. Okay? Now, after doing that, you can check that everything is running. And mainly, you want to have a look to the metrics of the DCGM exporter, because you want to have the metrics of the GPU during your AI test or something else. And during the installation of the NVIDIA GPU Operator, DCGM exporter was installed. And then the URL is this one. You can do a port forward on the good service on the port 9400, and I can check now. Nice, I have all the metrics of the GPU. Now, the second step is to install Prometheus. So you go to the documentation on Google, you find how to install Prometheus, for example, with Elm, and you install that, okay? But only one subtle thing during the installation. You want to give the URL with the metrics of the GPU, to Prometheus as a target during the installation. So you can give to Prometheus a YAML file, this one, and in this YAML file, you can give the URL of the GPU metrics. As you see, this YAML file is very simple. Okay, so instead of doing a basic installation, you add that, and you can add to this option that allow Prometheus to have a look to all namespace in Kubernetes. Okay, after doing that, Prometheus is installed, and as you see, again, I'm using kubectl port forward on the good Prometheus service, and after that, I can see that the target here, that is a DCGM exporter, is okay. So I have the metrics. Now I'm going to deploy Grafana using Elm. You follow the documentation. Okay. Grafana is installed. Very easy. Again, you do kubectl port forward Grafana, and I can have a connection to Grafana here. You can see the NVIDIA DCGM exporter dashboard because I did before an import, import here, dashboard, and you can see on the Grafana documentation, NVIDIA DCGM exporter dashboard. You can copy the ID of this dashboard, and then you can add it to Grafana doing an import. Okay? The last thing is to add a connection. So you add a connection to your Prometheus here. Okay? And the connection is here. You can see the default name of the URL in order to access to Prometheus here. You know, if you are mastering Kubernetes, you know to find the URL of the service that you had it before in Kubernetes. So you had this data source, and at the end, it will be finished. Just click on the dashboard, and everything is okay. So remember, first, you install the NVIDIA GPU Operator. Then you check that you have the GPU metrics using the DCGM exporter that was installed too by the NVIDIA GPU Operator. After that, you install Prometheus with the target. The target is the URL of the metrics of the GPU. After that, you install Grafana. Okay, you import the dashboard. You add the source Prometheus that you created before, and then you can see the metrics of the GPU, and you can start using your cluster Kubernetes with the GPU, and you can do all the AI tests that you want. Thank you for your attention.